All right, a little warm up. Mostly I use it as a sound check. Seems like every day is a different day sitting down using my lavalier and a few other things. Anyways, welcome to the next installment. I think we're on number 4, but I could have lost count. And this is combining the little bit that we did on the bass drum that we can play heel up or heel down. In both cases, the ball of your foot remains on the pedal. So if I'm going like this, right? My ball of my foot remains on there. If I put my heel up, ball of my foot remains on there. Heel up works for everybody. Heel down, at the beginning anyways, really only works particularly well if your heel, actual heel, can be on the heel plate, or at least part of it behind the fulcrum here, the pin, the hinge on our pedal. Right? So if I'm too far, if my feet were smaller, then my heel going like this would make no sense because it would just be moving it on this plate here. All right, so enough of that. So what we're going to do now is split screen. There we go. Can't complain about that, eh? So split screen. So you got my feet. You can see what I'm doing with my hands. And so now we're going to do some work mixing up between our snare drum that we've done the previous lesson and our last lesson with the bass drum. And if you're looking for like what's going on here, it's essentially whatever I played on the snare drum and there was rests, now the rests are filled in by bass drum. And it's the other way around too. If you look at the bass drum one with the rests, that lesson, wherever there's a rest, there's now a snare drum. So the first one is pretty good, pretty easy, and pretty important. I'd like to think that almost all the things that we cover in these lessons are important in as much as they will come in handy later. So the first one is 2 on the bass drum, 2 on the snare drum. Pretty straightforward. Right or left, I can start with my left hand. That works as well too. And then we want to make sure that it's even like that, and that we're using a proper both technique with our hands. I should be showing that all with match grip, but old habits die hard. And this is a good one. This one turns into so it has some intrinsic value just getting ourselves off the ground, but we can also use it later on. It doesn't go away. Okay, next one is what we call a permutation. So it's still 2 on the bass drum, 2 on the snare drum, but the pattern is bass drum, snare drum, bass drum. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Groovy. Next one is a permutation or an inversion of it, and it's 1 on the snare drum, 2 on the bass drum, 1 more on the snare drum. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Next one is a reversal of the first one, and it's the one I probably would use more often at the faster tempo. And so this is 1, 2 on the snare drum, 2 on the bass drum. So we're still basically the same idea, but we are just playing it backwards, if you want to look at it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's another one that picking up the tempo. We use that one gets used a lot. All right, so now we have combinations. So 3 on the bass drum, 1 on the snare drum. So even though it doesn't sound different and it doesn't seem like that big a deal at the beginning, we want to promote good habits. So it's going to be 3 on the bass drum, 1 snare drum. When we repeat it, if you use the right stick the first time, you want to use the one in the left hand the second time, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I start with the left hand, it's the same idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Excellent. Next one has the snare drum on the third beat, so it's the same deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right, and then I'm exaggerating the upstroke. I talked about the upstroke during the snare drum portion only. It's a way of keeping us on track without having to remember what the last stick was. It's going to be the one that's by your head if you exaggerate it, right? All right, next one, the snare drum's on the second beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And then predictably the next one, the snare drum's on the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is just alternating between the bass drum and the snare drum. So I'm playing bass drum, snare drum, and I'm going to alternate between my sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one's the opposite of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right. So now this one is we're playing quarter notes again, and we're just moving the bass drum to various beats in the bar. So this one's on the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right. And notice again, strict alternation. Whatever stick was in the air during the bass drum being played, that's the next one to start the next phrase. All right. Next one has the bass drum on the second beat, and pretty straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, next one has the bass drum on the third beat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the last one's a typo on mine, so hopefully I'll remember to fix it on yours. But if you're using your brain like I am, logically, the next one would have the bass drum be on the fourth beat. So playing 3 snare drum notes and playing the bass drum like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll come in handy a little bit later. All right, so that is hands and feet. Coming up next, bringing in the hi-hat.